Hello, everyone. My name is Susan Shatzer, and I am a Lightnet collaborator. We are here today interviewing Sharon Clark from Canada about the multidimensional contact experience that she recently had. We are on a quest to interview 100 incredible people who've accomplished multidimensional ET, angel, or extraterrestrial contact. Do you know someone who could be interviewed? Reach out to team@lightnet.org and be a part of our mission to share the most valuable knowledge on the planet. If you're interested in finding out more about contact or any of the other labs, check them out at lightnet.org. So Sharon, I'm so excited to have you here today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This is an incredible opportunity to share my story, and I'm really excited to do that.
We are in the house. So fun. So I know, Sharon, that you have had some experiences from a very young age. Is that something you can tell us about to start off with?
Well, from a very young age, I've had quite a few contact experiences, more through the sense of just knowing things and having answers that I shouldn't have had at the age as I was. Um, and also, we lived in a home, a rather large home that had plenty of contact experiences where the piano would just start playing in the middle of the night, or doors would open, or like nothing that ever was harmful to anyone in the home. Lights would turn off and on and things like that. And an apparition would appear and things like that. So it's been quite a constant element in my life for sure.
Yeah, and it's cool that you bring this up because it started, from being in the home that you grew up in, and has continued with you throughout your life. Would you say that's true?
Yes, that is true.
Cool. So tell everybody, what is the thing that made you want to contact multidimensional beings?
Well, there was an opportunity through LightNet to have a deep dive into contact with through Zanka and a gentleman named Altair. And through the course of that weekend, I knew that I could take my contact experience to the next level, and I was really looking forward to that.
So cool to use that as the catalyst to creating something even greater in your life. So, who and how did you make contact?
Well, we had a meditation session that was probably an hour and a half long, and through that, my eyes were closed, but I could see the entire living room. I was laying on my couch, and it was totally dark because for me it was about 1 in the morning, and I could see the entire living room. And then a little boy came walking up the stairs and then walked around the living room, and like he peeked around the corner at me, and then he slowly came around the corner, and then he walked around the living room and just kind of looked at everything, looked at me, and then he turned around, walked away, and went back down the stairs and was gone. And I, at the time, thought that I was watching him. And it wasn't until Altair said, okay, come back to now and open your eyes, that I realized that my eyes were actually closed. But I could see the room perfectly. It was an incredible experience.
Wow, what did you feel viscerally in your body, Sharon, while you were having this experience?
A sense of total calm, peace, and just an openness to watch this little boy and see what he was going to do, what his actions were going to be, and completely open and calm and peaceful. It was a really nice experience.
Wow. So I know you have a dog, Goober, and a lot of times they say that animals kind of know also when there's other energies in the room with us. Did he give you any indication that there was, another presence there? Was there anything that he sort of alerted you to?
Goober was in the basement at the time, so my grandson had him in his bedroom um, during this time so that he wouldn't come up and interrupt me while I was meditating. So no, he didn't have the opportunity.
That is so cool. So tell us a little bit about, I know you said you were peaceful and you're calm. Was there any communication from this boy, like his age, what generation he came from, what time frame, how he crossed, what his relation was to you, any telepathic stuff that was conveyed or felt?
Nothing that I picked up on. It was just his curiosity about his surroundings that I was really taken with. He was curious about the house and everything he could see in the house, but curious in a positive way. He wasn't afraid. He was just really curious, and it was really nice to see.
Cool. That's amazing when we have these experiences. Did you ever have a doubt, Sharon, like, did this really happen? Did I imagine this? Did I blip out? Was I sleeping?
No, no doubt at all.
Nice. So what was he wearing, if you don't mind us asking?
He was wearing a top and a pair of shorts, and I can't remember what kind of shoes he had on, but dark shorts and a light colored, I think maybe a red top. And it's been about a year, so the details are a little bit fuzzy in that respect.
Yeah, cool.
I just remember his face and the total curiosity on his face, and he was just delighted to be there, and was one of those wow moments for him. Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like he felt safe being
Hmm.
in your space.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, he wasn't afraid at all. Yeah.
Nice. So if you were looking at his clothing, just looking at his clothing, what era would you say he might have been from?
That's a really good question. Um, Maybe the 20s or 30s, because it was kind of a button down top that he was wearing. Yeah, 20s or 30s. I never even thought of that. Thank you for asking the question.
Yeah, because sometimes clothing or hairstyle or shoes, or if they're carrying like a pocket watch or a cane, will give an indication as to, you know, where they're from, what generation, what part. Was there any familiarity, Sharon, to you that this could have been like a great great grandfather, like someone in your your ancestral line? Was there any familiarity that you might have had?
No, no, I didn't have that feeling at all.
Cool. So it was like he just kind of like faded in and faded out, sort of a thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Have you seen him since?
No, I haven't, but I haven't gone into that deep of a meditation sense either. But one of these days, I do hope to listen to the replay, repeat it, and just see what happens.
Nice. Nice. Well, we would love
Hmm.
to know what happens when you do that again for sure. Um, so I was going to ask you about other experiences that you might have had outside of early childhood and this one profound experience. Has there been anything else that has kind of jumped out at you as being something you write in your journal?
Um, my When I was younger, there was a guy I was dating, and he passed away, and I didn't realize he had passed away. I didn't know yet. And he came to me in a dream and asked me to go with him, and took me to a place where it was a beautiful grassy area, and there was some trees, some hedges. There was hedges, and then there was trees that came down to meet the top of the hedges. And it was a beautifully serene place. And on the other side of the hedges was beings, and they were just energy beings. But the feeling and the sensation of love, it was overwhelming love, just amazing. It was amazing. I cannot recreate that in this realm, but in there, and we didn't need to communicate. All the communication was telepathic. They knew me, I knew them, but we knew each other through love, and it was all love based. It was amazing, and he wanted me to go with him, and I said that I couldn't at that time. I couldn't go with him, and then I found out uh, the next day that he had passed.
Wow. What an
Yeah,
amazing experience.
it was a really amazing experience. So that experience alone tells me there's so much more than what we in our tangible existence. There's a lot more beyond this for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing this. So what advice would you have for someone who's maybe looking to make contact?
Just to open yourself up and allow. Try and go back to how you felt when you were a child and be curious. Just have that sense of curiosity and openness and willingness to experience something different and just let it happen
So
through
cool.
meditation if you can.
Meditation.
It's really, yes.
So cool. Sharon, thank you so much for sharing with us today your experiences with the other side. And if you know of someone who would like to tell us about their experience, we would love to meet them. Please reach out to team@lightnet.org to be a part of our mission to share the most valuable knowledge and information on the planet. If you're interested in finding out more, please contact us and the other contact labs that we have and check them out at lightnet.org. Until we get to meet you in person someday, ciao for now.
Thank you, Susan.
Bye.
Bye.